And this happened, it's a story which was, it's set in the 40s, okay? But it's about a little girl, Chandra, who goes to school, like all children her age, with her lunch dabba, okay? And she belonged to a family where they had a very good cook. So this cook would very lovingly line their dabbas with plantain leaves and fill it with delicacies like lush dosas with, chutney pudi and stuff like that. And her dabba was very popular in school. So she used to take this to school, and they had a kind of a lunch locker system where the girls left their dabbas, and after, when they had their break, they came back and had their food. So one day when Chandra went to pick up her lunch dabba, she found that it was missing. All the other girls collected their dabbas, and there was only one shabby looking dabba in a corner, which she didn't touch because it wasn't hers. She went hungry that day, and the next day the same thing happened. So out of sheer hunger pangs, she opened that dabba, because obviously the owner of the dabba, was leaving behind that one for her. And she almost gagged, because it was some old fermented rice with a dash of pickle on it. The same thing happened the next day. She didn't touch the food, she went hungry. The third or fourth day, when Chandra found the same dabba with the same fare in it, she couldn't take it anymore, and she brought it to the attention of the teacher. The teacher brought it up in class and told the girls that whoever was responsible for stealing the lunch would be caught and punished, so to stop it immediately. Promptly, the next day, the stealing stopped. Chandra had her delicious lunch dabba with her, but while she was eating it, she felt extremely, she felt bad, because she felt that was a fare that girl was having, whoever this girl was. I mean, how horrible was it? She couldn't take it even for a single day. So she waited and watched to find out who the owner of the dabba was, and sure enough, she found, when all the other girls had picked up their lunch dabbas and left, one girl quickly came and dashed in and picked it up and rushed to a far corner of the room where she could eat it. The smell wouldn't bother the other children, and her heart went out to her, and she knew that even though she didn't know this girl personally, she knew that she came from a pretty poor background. Nothing was told, the girls didn't speak about it at all, but the next day onwards, Chandra bought a second dabba with her every single day. The girl never talked about it, but Chandra saw that she accepted the dabba. She would take the dabba and go and eat it, okay? And this was a kind of a silent agreement between them. And whenever once in a while they happened to bump into each other in class, or she happened to see her across the room, she'd smile at her gratefully. Something beautiful was born that day, if you can call it a bridge. Yes, maybe a friendship that never happened, but still something wonderful happened that day, and my story ends there.
Woo!